Hello, my dear students. In this session, we are going to discuss another important topic in class 10 history, first chapter, the rise of nationalism. And the topic is Giuseppe Garibaldi. Garibaldi was born in 1807 in France, but he was an Italian. He was born in France in 1807 on 4th July. But he was not a French person. He was an Italian. My dear children, he died in 1882. Remember, Italy was unified as a nation in 1861. So, I remind you once again, Giuseppe Joseph Mary Garibaldi was born on 4th July 1807 in France, but he was an Italian. He died in 1882. Okay, he is famous as the sword of Italian unification. He is also famous as one of the fathers of the fatherland. Italy, society in Italy at that time was patriarchal, dominated by father. Families were dominated by father in the family, male-dominated society. Okay, so there was concept of fatherland, not motherland. Like it was concept of motherland in India, Bharat Mata. It was concept of motherland in France, Marione. It was, concept of motherland in Germany, Germania. Okay, in Italy, it was the concept of fatherland. Okay, so one of the fathers of the fatherland, Giuseppe Garibaldi, Joseph Mary Garibaldi, the sword of Italian unification. Then the other fathers, Camillo Benso, right? Then Victor Emmanuel II, the king of Piedmont, Sardinia. You must be knowing, Count Camillo di Cavour was the chancellor of Piedmont, Sardinia. Okay, and Piedmont, Sardinia was the most powerful Italian-speaking kingdom in Europe. Okay, so Garibaldi actually was, a friend and a follower of Giuseppe Mazzini, the great revolutionary. This person, this revolutionary, Garibaldi, was an active member in the Young Italy, which was formed in Marseilles by Mazzini. Okay, when Mazzini formed another political party, that was the Action Party, Mazzini had formed the Action Party after Young Italy. Okay, in Italy. So Garibaldi became a member in the Action Party also. It means Garibaldi was a member when Young Italy was formed. Garibaldi was a member when the Action Party was formed. Then the historical left. This was, another political party formed by, Garibaldi. One more political party was, formed by Garibaldi. And that was what, that was the extreme left. The historical left and the extreme left. In formation of these two political parties, Garibaldi had played a big role. But above all, Garibaldi is famous for his red shirts. Red shirts were the followers of Garibaldi. They were revolutionary. It was a kind of army, you can say, which was ready to rebel on one signal of Garibaldi. 1831. They had organized and uprising in Italy along with Mazzini. But the real thing came in 1859. In 1859, with the help of Mazzini, Garibaldi and his red shirt army, put pressure on the papal state. Here, the papal state means what? The state ruled by the Pope. The kingdom ruled by the Pope. And the kingdom ruled by Pope was Rome. Rome had not become a part of Italy till that time, 1859. So, the Pope was forced. The Pope was, encircled in a way, and he got agreed to leave Rome. Then Pope was given Vatican City, and Rome was included in Italy in 1859. The main role played here was, of two persons, two revolutionaries, Mazzini and Garibaldi. Okay. Then in 1860, Mazzini's red shirt revolutionaries, forced the Austrian forces, the Austrian army, to leave Naples and Sicily. So Naples and Sicily were included in 1860, in Piedmont, Sardinia. Remember, Piedmont, Sardinia, under the rule of Victor Emmanuel II and under the chancellorship of Count Camillo di Cavour, was leading the process of Italian unification. So in 1860, Naples and Sicily were included in Italy, and the process of unification of Italy was completed. This was a great role played by Joseph Maria Giuseppe Garibaldi, with support from his red shirt army and above all his friend Giuseppe Mazzini. So my dear children, the sword of Italian unification was a great revolutionary, Giuseppe Garibaldi. The great European historian A.P.J. Taylor has described Garibaldi as a very holy, political person of modern Europe. He was a great, honest person, dedicated person, patriotic person, nationalist person, revolutionary person in Europe. And he had nothing to do with any post, nothing to do with any power, nothing to do with any prestige. He was a true patriot of his country, his territory. Italy, a nation state. That was his dream, that was his objective, and nothing else. So my dear students, hope all of you have understood about Giuseppe Garibaldi, and frequently asked question about this person is, who was Garibaldi? Write about his contribution in the process of Italian unification. This is the only thing they ask, and this thing they ask in different ways, in different years. Hope my children have understood this topic. It's a very interesting personality, Giuseppe Garibaldi. Thank you very much. Please do take care of yourself and enjoy your life, and above all, enjoy your studies also. Stay at home.